Alright, so this is a brief tutorial on how I do the Thornfelt Swamp entry in all skills, no out of bounds, no teleport anywhere. And my goal here is to use some video of how I do this to illustrate how you can do it in the most, in my opinion, the safest way possible. So this method does not use the long shots where you get the frog into the spiky area and then you have him shoot down into where the ability cell is and you redirect from there, because that method either requires double bashing or some really uncomfortable dashing. So that method really sucks. I'm also not going to show you how to use any damage boosts here. I feel like this is a lot safer without damage boosts, and also it's actually just easier. The damage boost just makes it harder because you then have to not take damage anywhere on top of getting all your bash angles correct and stuff. So what I'm going to show you instead is some bash angles that will just get the frog where you need and get him into a good position with what I think is pretty minimal effort. So here's a video that I've started where I'm doing the setup from a debug save. But the important part is get to the frog, grab him for a bash, and then notice this angle here. This is really not that specific of an angle. I'm currently aiming about 45 degrees down left. You can kind of aim him wherever. The goal of this bash is to get him to fly over here somewhere. Notice that this is the edge of the platform here that goes into the water. You just want him somewhere near above the edge there. So I'm not really that specific about this bash. I just want to get him there quickly. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to chase him over here, and I'm going to grab him right about here. Now this angle is a little bit more specific. So I want to aim him such that he's going to go onto this central platform. He needs to at least get on top of this energy crystal. He cannot be on the left side of it, because the problem with the left side is if you try to chase him to the right, he will run into the crystal, he will stop, and he will turn around and try to shoot you, which is a giant waste of time, and you would need to bash him again, and it just sucks. It's not what you want. So you want to bash him not quite 45 degrees up, down, and left, but a little bit below 45 degrees. This one looks more like 50 or 60 or something like that. So you want him to go high arcing into the air, land on top of that crystal or slightly to the right of it. So that's what I've got here. Then I'm going to dash and chase after him. You're going to see he's going to land left of the crystal, but actually that's okay because his momentum carries him over. Now that I'm here, I don't want to grab him yet. I want to chase him. My goal is to get this center of his body directly above the edge of this platform over here. So I want to chase him so that he's about over in this spot. So you're going to see that I hold up just a moment, and now he is in that position where I want him. Now I'm going to grab him for a bash. And I'm going to aim this bash at a very specific angle. This you want to aim for somewhere around, this looks like 7 o'clock or maybe around like 7:30 almost. It's somewhere between that. So you aim him at this, in this angle, and he will fly directly up into this area here, and he will just stop. And that will be perfect. So you bash him in this angle, and then you dash towards the wall, and you climb it as quickly as you can, and you're going to catch him when he's up here. So watch how this goes. So see that he is still right here on top of this platform. He's not in the spikes. This is perfect. This is exactly what you want. So now you're just going to grab him, and you're just going to throw him somewhere mostly right and slightly up. And almost any angle will work for this, as you see there. Getting him across here right next to the bulb, this is totally fine. Now you can jump across slowly, or you can try to even dash glide across. It's pretty risky, but you know, it's still fun. You'll grab him again, just throw him over. Again, that one's really easy. Now breaking in, you want to run right in front of his face and wait for him to shoot. At the moment that he shoots, when you see his mouth open, jump. And the shot will hit the ground and break it. If it passes through, just do it again, jump again, it should be fine. So now you're going to grab him again, throw him over the ability cell, you're going to jump over, and then you're going to wait for him to turn to you. As he turns to you, go get the ability cell. What that's going to allow you to do is he will shoot while you're waiting for the animation, and then you'll be able to grab it right out of the animation. So there it is. So he's going to be shooting. Now, the method I use here to get up through this ceiling is the method that Sigma described. So you're going to, as he shoots, you're going to buffer a bash from right in this spot. And so you're going to grab the projectile around here, and it's going to be at the perfect timing. What you're going to do is bash downwards. That is, you're going to aim Ori down at the ground. Now you're going to buffer another bash, and you're going to grab it at this specific spot. Now you're going to aim up. You're going to hit the ceiling, and then you're going to jump. And you want the jump to be timed specifically so that as the frog is shooting, your head is right against this ceiling. And if you get it right, you'll know, because when you bash that shot up, it will hit the ceiling. If you bash that shot up and it doesn't hit the ceiling, then you're sad. The important thing to do here is watch and wait for the shot to hit the ceiling. If you're not confident, at least, watch for the shot to hit the ceiling before you grab the frog and bash off of him, because when you do, he's going to die. And this, of course, this, of course, is the fastest way to get up there. So you definitely want to do it that way. Now, in this video, I've done it at least 2 more times. So let's check out what those look like. They should be basically the same, but they'll just show variations on bash angles and timings of grabbing him. But again, notice that key technique of grabbing him near the edge of that platform, and the other bashes are just not all that sensitive as far as where they are. That was stupid, but don't worry about that. Just don't do that. And you see that my timing on that bash was still pretty good, or on that double jump, that is. Then here again, just bash him to the right, then bash him up into the air, grab him near the edge there, specific aim on that last bash, throw him across, throw him over. Specific jump timing, get over the ability cell, wait for him to turn, do the buffered bashes, jump in the ceiling, and you're good to go. So there you go. Hopefully this helps at least one person do this in what I think is the fastest way that you can do without double bashes for the most part. So, you know, if you have questions, pop in the Discord. I'm happy to help.